Hiswen slowed her horse from a gallop before they neared the last inn. It was yet early, and there was little movement in the courtyard. She took her horse down from the road and greeted a commotion in the stables. Otho backed out past the wide-open doors, pulling a wheelbarrow full of manure. Hiswen called his name, and he jumped and turned to her.
Mistress Hiswen, such luck. Old Purdy's had a funny turn. Come, mistress, he's inside.
I'm in haste, Otho. Has a rider come past the inn during the night? A black rider?
That's who I mean to tell you about, mistress. It's he that menaced old Purdy. He's had such a shock.
Which way did this rider go?
Along the lane, towards Longbottom, old Purdy sent him.
Did he say anything to Purdy?
Just 2 words, Baggins and Shire.
Hiswen turned her horse back towards the road.
Mistress Hiswen, most of the Bagginses live up Hobbiton Way.
I know,
she muttered. The hedge banks along Pincup Lane were high and shaggy with long grass. Beyond lay the hidden fields of pipeweed. Hiswen could smell the herb as her horse rushed northward. She was 10 leagues or so beyond Longbottom when she came across the Nazgul. The great black steed appeared around a bend as before, but Hiswen was determined to overtake it this time. She urged her horse onward.
Gwailo! Gwailo!
The road ran towards a small grove of oak trees. Hiswen followed the Nazgul along the road and into the green darkness of a tree tunnel. The sunlight filtering through the branches flashed and flickered as the Nazgul disappeared among the foliage. She was about to slow when the black rider dropped from the overhanging branches ahead. Or was this another Nazgul? In her confusion, Hiswen reined her horse as the Nazgul spun head over feet, then landed like a cat. It drew its sword and charged towards her. She felt herself drop as the monster drove its sword into the horse's chest, then stepped aside as it slumped and slid forward. Hiswen fell to one side and rolled into a tree. The Nazgul pulled the sword from the dead horse as Hiswen jumped up and drew her own. The rider rushed towards her and struck. It took all of her strength to block the blow, and then the next blow, and the next. They seemed to fight for an age, but it only took a half-dozen blows. Hiswen was ready to throw down her sword in despair when the Nazgul drew a long dagger from within its black robes. With little effort, the monster forced her against a tree. She held up her sword as though it were forged from lead. In her despair, she knew it would be just as effective. Her tears blinded her as the Nazgul stabbed her in her unguarded flank with the knife. She grunted and fell to the side, dropping her sword. The Nazgul stood over her, raising his sword, but the wind in the trees over the monster's shoulder formed a face that she loved. Hiswen watched the Nazgul turn away. She was sweating and trembling, her grief turning to despair.
Salgant,
she whispered. Her eyes sprang open as though they were not her own. She kicked at the earth and scrambled to her feet. Green Hill country. In happier times, she and Salgant had wandered there in the endless summers of her youth. In the meadows on the south of Shepherd's Vale, they were betrothed. The trees above the fields of wildflowers with their view across the valley to Hogsback Down. That was her favorite place in all the world. Hiswen staggered across a field of pipeweed, holding her flank. Her face was pallid and glossy with sweat, her eyes clouded, milky. The day was darkening even though the sun was high and bright. She paused by a stream for the breath that was failing her. There was no sound of bird or beast on the breeze that thrummed in her ears. And even though the Nazgul was long gone, she yet felt the fear, the despair of its presence.